Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's sitting there just in third place.
Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Maybe some time on the practice green wouldn't hurt. That's a touch of class.
Such soft hands.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. That's tidy. Going with the pitching wedge here. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Ooh. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
This one looking really good.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And as we move along, it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. 13's a long par 3, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short in those bunkers, well, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you've done good.
Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently sitting in the lead as we check the rest of the standings. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Second shot here on the 14th hole. And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the pace. A 9-foot chance here.
This putt to tie Colin Morikawa.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
He's currently sharing 8th position. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Yeah, that putt looked pushed. A par putt awaits. Well holed. Let's move on. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. As we find ourselves at the 16th, a par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Wow, that's misjudged. Good looking putt. Yeah, good putt. Well holed. And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Well, that's a handy shot. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push. It's just about 3 feet away.
He's got this for his par.
Rich, the finishing hole here at TPC San Antonio, very famous with that creek meandering up through the last half of it. It's a great par 5.
Only the bravest of the brave will be going for this green in 2. Just a tee shot down the left-hand side and a layup, a difficult one at that, up the right-hand side. You must avoid the bunkers and the water with your second. Third shot, past the creek to a green that sits above you that has 3 distinct tiers on it. Getting it close here requires a deft touch.
And that will do it for him at this event. Top 10, Rich, not to be sneezed at.
No, top 10s are always good. Top 10s are always good, Luke. It gives you some confidence going into the next tournament.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Legends Championship. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hey, Luke and Rich. I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round. And I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
Look, in their last matchup, it was Morikawa who came out on top, so let's see how they do today.
Yes, he's got all the tools, doesn't he? And he's also got a veteran mind on a young man's body. The complete package. It's going to be a tall order, as you suggest. We'll look forward to seeing how this one plays out. Okay, let's head to the next. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's take a look at the current standings. He's currently just in second place. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Going with the 8-iron here. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Now a par 5 hole awaits. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Rich, I know you were a bit nervous when mid-season report cards were being handed out at school. But here on the PGA Tour, it also can be fraught with a little bit of danger. How do you feel about this player halfway through the season?
Well, unlike me, Luke, this player has played solidly from the season's opening up until now, so easily within the top 125. I don't see how they can move outside of the top 125, so I'm going to say I guarantee this player is going to move on to the playoffs.
Trying to get to even par with this putt. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Playing from around 110 yards out. Just 1 shot back now.
That dog will hunt.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. Looking for another birdie here.
Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
Hopefully that putt will not come back to haunt them. If they would have made that, it would have taken them into the lead.
Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Here at Lone Grove Golf Course, the 6th hole is a par 4 measuring a decent 465 yards, which all the way back there at the tips.
No bunkers on this tee shot. Plenty of room to hit it both right and left, but if you miss it wide one direction or another, you're going to find all kinds of troubles with those tall trees. Just that one bunker that fronts the left-hand side of the green here. Again, though, a lot of runoff areas around this green makes that second shot so much more difficult to get it close.
Leading by a couple after that hole.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Lining up the birdie putt here. Ouch, that hurts. This putt of about 6 feet coming up. Looking good. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well struck. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Currently leading by 3. Opting for the 6 iron. Yeah, that one will play. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. Just didn't drop. Big putt for par coming up. Well hold. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Looking at a par 5 here.
Already in first place, trying to make that margin larger.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Opting for the 3-wood. And should find the surface. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently leading by 2. Ooh, that almost went down. So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Judging it beautifully.
Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Sitting up here from about 185 yards.
This one looks to be heading towards the green. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, just missed. Okay, let's get back to the action. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Hey, that's a chance. Yeah, a bit long on that one. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. Teeing off now at the 11th hole.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
This is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in 2nd place.
Nicely done.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Green sitting below him here, Luke. So got to be careful of that spin.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. It was on a good line. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Oh, so close. And this one is for bogey. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee. Not bad. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Okay, that'll work. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 26 feet from the cup.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. We have a par 5 at this one. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Second shot here on the 14th. Lovely effort, that. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? A birdie putt awaits. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next.
That's some good golf right there. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
And this is an extremely long putt. We might even have to hinge on this one. Good look at birdie here. That'll sting a bit. 4 feet to the cup. Ooh, just missed that one. And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
That's frustrating. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Sitting at -4. Currently in the lead. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. That wasn't your best effort, was it? Ooh. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place. Well, I like the look of the line here. We should find the fairway. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Currently leading by 3.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Get this putt to drop, and he'll win the event here. Okay, steady now. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to clock. That's another victory. Hats off to them.
Having to build another basement, Luke. He's racking up the hardware.
Well, Henny, this is a victory that warms the heart, doesn't it? Once beaten, but not twice shy. What a victory that was.
Luke, any time that you take a loss, go away, work harder, bounce back with a victory, you should always be incredibly proud of yourself. And this player, well, congratulations to them.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Norwood Invitational is about to get underway. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn into a victory, well, you never lost, did you? No, a bit long on that one. An opportunity to make their par. He currently shares fourth position. Two great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. That is absolutely remarkable. What a shot.
That looked good the entire way, Luke. That shot was dialed in.
All right, 38 yards. It is fucking sick.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Well, she's got that 4th place spot now.
Currently in first position. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. And he's safely on the green with that shot. What's in front of them, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Is that a rush of blood? 11 feet to the cup. Tracking. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. That's nicely done.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Just a 4-footer remaining. Well, what a start. This is impressive.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Oh, that was flushed. Yeah, nicely played.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
This is a good chance. Ooh, right by the hole. And this one is for his par. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Time to tee off at the 6th. That should find the cut stuff. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He leads the field by a stroke. Nice recovery there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in 1st. Lydia Ko holds 2nd. This hole is a par 5.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And down it goes.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in 2nd place. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. And he's down there.
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Just didn't drop. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, that's great, and just missed the hole. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take him to 5 under. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, well played.
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. That one's heading down Broadway. And Henning, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, just missed. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. And in it goes for the par. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we? Bit untidy, wasn't it? Penny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
This is a bogey putt coming up. Was on a good line. And there may be some cracks starting to appear in this player's foundation. They've just dropped a double bogey. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Teeing off here on the 13th hole. Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie.
Hitting it over here in the first place was just awful. I would blame his caddy.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Bit quick in the stroke. That looked pulled. That's disappointing. Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. And there it is. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently in 5th place.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. They don't look to be dressed appropriately. They're heading to the beach. That's in the sand. This one looks to be slightly offline here. Sadly, this one will make a splash. And here we are with their 4th. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. 6th shot coming up. And he's hit that inside the range. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one.
It's looking solid.
They're nicely holed. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. Time to get this train back on the tracks. I need to focus here and get back into the game. Atta boy, good shot. Always nice to have a birdie putt.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Brooke Henderson. This rivalry could get interesting here.
Still in contention here. 3 strokes off the lead as we approach the finish line.
Really going to have to dig deep here if they want to win this title.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
1 stroke behind her rival this week.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. The leaderboard has them sitting in 2nd place behind Tiger Woods.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. Oh, well done. Going with the 7. You like that, didn't you? Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's 1 stroke behind her rival in this event.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. And it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. We've arrived at a par 4.
How much do you trust your swing? Go for it at only 327. Lay up. Bunkers right. Water left.
Handy effort, that one. This putt coming up is for birdie.
Yeah, I think he pulled that one. Pretty obvious, actually. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot. Currently in the lead as we check the rest of the standings.
Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18.
Difficult tee shot. Water lurking down the left-hand side. Don't hit it where the wild things are.
Going with a 3-wood here.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Well, moments don't get much bigger than this. A must-make putt if they want extra holes.
Chance to shoot under par here. Make this for 70. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. Well, another strong performance by our player, but it's a case of close, but no cigar.
You feel bad because if you look back at the entire tournament, you could pick from a handful of opportunities that the player had to get it done, and they just didn't. And so, as good as it feels to finish just one stroke back, they're kicking themselves right now thinking, man, oh man, if I woulda, shoulda, coulda. All in all, still, great week.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you, Luke. What a lovely introduction and what a lovely day. I'm very much looking forward to strolling the fairways alongside these two players. They have been at each other, let me tell you. There's been a little bit of banter on social media back and forth in the lead up to this match. They have a bone to pick. They have a bee in their bonnet, and it's all going to be settled out on this golf course today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Playing their fourth shot. How close was that to going down? This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
This putt to try and save their par.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it, as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
That was a gallant attempt. Putting for a par now. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, we're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the 4th hole. You avoid those and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. That will work. And after that hole, the standings have this player in second place behind Tiger Woods. Oh, well played. This should play. That was a beauty. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot. And this putt coming up for his par. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Wondering if it was nerves that came into the equation there, being just one off the lead.
The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which will make that second shot so much longer. Not much to this green. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
Time now for the 4th shot. Only 1 shot off the pace. That should set up another chance.
Onto the green now. This for the bogey. Looking at double bogey right between the eyes.
No, that's too bad. That's frustrating. This putt coming up is for triple bogey. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently in 4th place.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5 is a lovely hole.
Pete Dye put a zit in the middle of this fairway, and it absolutely needs to be popped. You drive it in that fairway bunker, and you're absolutely beside yourself on how your golf ball could end up in something so small. It is a brilliant design, a brilliant bunker on a hole that should be birdieable by everybody in the field.
Putting for birdie here. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's looking good. She's currently 1 ahead of her rival today.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot if you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. You're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
So I might need to set. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Oh, she's taken the lead in this rivalry, but can she hold on to it?
Well, I like the look of this. Shame it didn't drop. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Good chance to move to even par if they can make this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. The front nine finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
That putt went a bit long there. Ooh. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. And it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. The back nine begins with a shortish par 4, Rich. A chance to make a birdie out of the gate.
Yes, it is. Drives want to be favored down the left-hand side as there's some nasty bunkers over there on the right. This green is a dippity-do, I would say. It starts off high, low in the middle, and comes up high in the end.
That's a little wayward.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
And here we are with their 4. 5 shots off the lead. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Well, she's got that 4th place spot now.
And this putt to be just 1 step behind the leader. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top of things right now.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
Time for the second shot at the 11th. And that's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here. This needs good hands.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back nine. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy cornered to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
That one's headed right and staying right.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Lovely touch. Well played.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And he needs this to save par.
They've got this putt to tie Lydia Ko.
And chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with the tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Around 110 yards to go.
He's looking for an early KO against Lydia after that. Wow, she's on the ropes and maybe down on the canvas if he continues.
Okay, steady now. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. And back to the course with the live action. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. If he holds this, Lydia Ko gets behind and he can potentially get on a roll in this rivalry.
Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make a par here. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard.
Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. Let's get back to it, shall we?
A putt for a place in the top 10. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away. Job done. Let's head to the next. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. And the green, once again, it's got some movement into high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back.
From around 180 yards out. This one heading towards the green.
Left yourself an opportunity.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Just didn't drop. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
Well, as we approach the final holes here at TPC Louisiana, the short par 4 16, Rich, it's a good one, but also a challenging one.
Only the brave will take driver out on this short hole. Long irons, hybrids, fairway woods down the left-hand side is just fine. This one could be wet.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
And from about 105 yards, got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Playing their 4th shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Putting now for a bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. If you want to win at TPC Louisiana, you've got to hit a couple of very important shots late. The tee shot here at 17, Rich, is one of them.
A tee shot that no player likes to face. Water all the way down the left-hand side. The bailout zone out to the right falls away from the green. No fun whatsoever.
Looks like they may have pushed that one. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold. And as we move along, it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. The closing hole at TPC Louisiana has water all the way down the right, Rich, but that's not its only issue.
Bailing out to the left, you'll find some menacing bunkers that you want no part of. However, if you find the fairway, going for it in two will be very tempting.
Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Time now for the fourth shot. Straight out of the top drawer.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And with that, that closes out this event for this player. So as the week comes to a conclusion,